Oh, hello there.
Pete and Allie and Pepper and Lucy. You all, first of all, welcome back to Thursday Night Wings. It has been a while.
Couple weeks.
My goodness. Disney and illness and...
We were traveling.
Woo!
It was exciting.
Yes, very, very, very exciting. And now school has started. So if you notice, like, first of all, can we all just notice, like, the marked contrast between, like, teacher after first week of school, engineer who just plays with metal all day?
Plays, design. Some of our stuff is going to the moon.
That's very exciting. We're all very excited for you. And yeah, we spent a week at Disney, like, hearing about all of the different places where his metal may or may not be.
Going to the moon.
To the moon, Alice. Yes, I get it. We would come home, the royal we. I'm using the royal we. I started school on Monday. And so literally every day this week, this one would come home and I have been sitting in silence.
What are you doing over there?
Yeah, just
I'm staring at the wall.
Just sitting and recovering. I somehow, over the course of this summer, forgot just how many decisions that you make over the course of a day.
Just keep talking.
And, why? What are you doing? What is happening?
Just keep talking.
Why? No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because these ones are old, and I just want to see if I can...
Oh, I'm grumpy. And so going out of any sort of order is not necessarily the way to go. I'm tired and grumpy. That's all I'm going to say about that. And, yeah, I'm tired and grumpy and sniffing out dishonesty. Throwing it out there. Anyway. Welcome, everybody. Let's see who's in here. Karen, welcome. I know that Andy has started school too. I'm sure me and Andy, same boat, man. Woo! Nicole, hello. How are you?
Andy. I think it's today's video, right? Anything new? Nope.
Right. That, yeah.
He's just like, nope. Same old.
That's basically like,
you tired?
What?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what's going on with me. He comes home and how was school? Fine. So anyway, Victoria, hi. Of course we would recognize you. How is your little one doing? Because I know that your little son started school. I hope that he is loving it. We have, as you all, I mean, you've all seen Aiden, right? We know Aiden. He had his last first day. And it was, I'm not one, I mean, this will probably surprise all of you, but I'm not like overly sentimental, like every single milestone is something I have to like say goodbye to with a tear. He's such a big boy though. Yeah. Like he's such a big boy.
Yeah, he's grown up a lot.
He's such a big boy.
Like just physically, he's like grown up a lot in the last 6 months.
But he has, it's just so nice to watch his heart and his kindness and yeah, like his girlfriend has a brother and his girlfriend's brother's a little freshman. And so he drives him to school every day. He goes to his house and picks him up and drives him to school. And it just, warms my cold black heart.
And he's like one of the seniors on the cross country team.
Yeah, so he's like being a leader and my goodness. Melix, hello. How are you? Welcome Danielle. Welcome Ben. If Ben is
twins.
there.
Ooh.
Twins.
Ooh.
God
bless
you.
Yeah,
good on you because I don't know. Twin boys, because I can't even, like, one, Aiden has not stopped moving since he was born. So I don't know how you do it. Who else? Ryan and Laura. We were just watching the final day of your trip earlier. We found out during one of our trips. For those of you who don't know, Ryan and Laura recently went to Disney World. They spent one night at Animal Kingdom Lodge. You were enjoying the view of the savannah. In the view of the savannah, you see like a pen. And we thought they were animal pens. Nope, they're people pens.
They're human pens.
Yeah.
It's where they store you if there's the threat of the building burning down.
Yes, when the fire alarm goes off, they herd you, no pun intended, like into those pens. And so... Anyway, memories. So, Sabrina, hello, welcome in. Seth, hello, and Andrew, hello, welcome in. Meg, you sent us the sweetest note today. Yes. Meg, for all of you who do not know, is coming up on or just past. Time is doing really weird things with me. Time is just gone wonky on me. But 1 year on YouTube. So if you all have not checked out Meglet is a Geek, head on over, check her out. Meg, you're a dear, and you do the best intros around. Boom. Let's see. Sorceress, hello. How are you? Welcome in. Beth, hello. Beth has a secret plan, everybody, that I fully concocted to get me a kitten.
I was watching the whole conversation. I'm not going to be tricked into this nonsense.
That's what's so funny, is that Pete, like, I run the Instagram, but Pete, like, kind of shadows the Instagram, and so he sees everything. But my grand plan, all right, everybody.
Fooling anyone.
I am into TikTok, okay? And I'm so into TikTok. I'm so unhealthily. We went little baby viral, which was very exciting. It's very exciting.
Oh, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, while we were in Disney
World.
And like Aiden's girlfriend is like legitimately on TikTok. Like she has 200,000 followers. And so Aiden kind of laughs at us because like we just started, and then all of a sudden something blew up and we got like 600,000 views, and Aiden every morning will wake up and let us know like how we were doing.
Where's it at?
So
yeah.
Anyway,
500,000.
On TikTok, I keep seeing these people just finding kittens, just like out in the wild. I'm like, where are all? We live next to a farm. Like, where are all these kittens? Beth has kittens, so we're gonna get a kitten, and just like, I'm just gonna happen upon it. It's just gonna. I'm gonna be taking a walk, and there's gonna be a kitten.
No.
that needs a home and some love.
You would. Throw Pepper's world into a tizzy.
Pepper would love a kitten. Pepper is desperate to be friends with the cats, but the cats came first. And so if Pepper had something to nurture, if Pepper had something to nurture, yeah, that's what she needs. Our sweet Pepper needs you need something to nurture. So, anyway, Lauren, hi, welcome in. I think that's everybody. Yes, awesome.
Yes.
Kittens,
Ryan
people.
And
Ryan, Laura, can I share what Ryan did? Ryan, did I tell you that Ryan basically hurls insults? I'll say that. Ryan hurls insults at cats.
Nice.
Yeah. So yet another reason why you and Ryan
it took me like 2 years to like our cats, so I finally like our cats. I don't need any new cats to try to like.
No? I think it would be... Well, yeah, no. We think... The next thing will probably be some sort of big dog at some point. A monster. Beth says Ryan is a monster. I mean, cats make you work. Cats make you work for their love.
It's taken our cats like 2 years to like me, so I don't know.
Yes, we didn't get to see, if you guys have not checked out the Melix Trivia Night. Yes, Ryan and Laura coming in, sweeping their first prize, their first night. Go ahead with you. I don't know, what do you say up in Canada as like a A, besides
just
like A?
Good on you, eh?
There you go. There you go. So, all right, so that's been our week. Oh, a Mary update. Two Tiny Wings Mary update. We took her to her externship, people. She's doing so well. She is kicking butt, taking names, just doing great. So we're so like it's crazy. It's crazy.
She's at a big fancy like country club, like
yeah. So we took her down there,
working,
and she
working in the kitchens and stuff there, which
was super, super nervous, like wanting to get the layout and just wanting to know. But she's like maybe a 10-minute walk from like the cutest little row of like shops, and it's great. It's great. So anyway, so that's the Two Tiny Wings update. Next week, I have back to school night. So I mean, maybe you can set everything up by yourself and just blather for an hour. Yeah, that's right. You don't have to go to back to school night.
Right? That's like 2 weeks. Not next week, 2 weeks.
No, it's next.
It's the 8th.
Oh, then it is 2 weeks. Never mind. We'll be here next week. Just forget. We'll see you all next week.
Pete flying solo.
Are you going to try? Okay, we'll work on this because...
Oh, yeah. If we got to figure out how I can set it up so I can fly solo.
I think the best
You people want to see this solo, don't you?
I would put that on as the parent, like... People were all just going to sit down and watch this man struggle. Lyric, hi, how are you? Welcome
I definitely got to figure out how to set this all up so I can run.
Yeah, that's the secret, is that, like, the tech guru in this house like is right here.
It's gonna be one tiny wing.
Beth says she's afraid to see you solo. Right. Oh, Pete Solo would be. You should like play a video game. We should start the grand. Let's come join Pete playing Animal Crossing, because this man playing Animal Crossing is so stinking funny.
Naked boy goodness. Show. That's it. Yep. I won't be solo. I'll have my buddy.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll have the dogs. I won't be by myself.
Oh, great. All right, game on, people. We're not going to take a break.
2 weeks. That's a teaser.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And you can get the boy to help you.
Pete.
You'll go,
boy, come here!
With the boy as a safety net.
Yep.
So, all right, what do we have as far as Disney news? There was
did you want to do trip thoughts? We had trip thoughts and then Disney news. Do you want to do trip thoughts first, or do you want to do Disney news first?
Why don't just surprise me? What do you want to talk about first? I don't care.
So I like to the trip thoughts kind of go into some of the more recent Disney news. So we'll do kind of quick hits. So here's some of the things that. What were your thoughts on Cosmic Rewind?
Loved. Cosmic Rewind is my top 2. I'm gonna say my top 2 at Walt Disney World. I loved it. I loved everything about it.
It got better even after the first time we rode it.
We ended up riding it 3 times. We got the virtual queue twice. The virtual queue, seamless. I felt like it was so much easier than Rise of the Resistance. They've streamlined the process a little bit. And then we ended up, because we liked it so much, we ended up getting the Lightning Lane Pass for one of the rides. And we got September as one of our songs, and then the other 2 times we got Conga. Yeah. So, I mean, Beth, it is like, we laughed the whole time. That's the best way to. We laugh. It's just so much fun. Like, if you look at our pictures every time we're all like, ha ha ha. Like,
I like it's one of the best. Just like if you even forget all the theming, it's just one of the best roller coasters I've ever ridden. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just it's one of the coolest roller coasters I've ever ridden.
Yeah. So very excited. They did a great job. The other new thing to us was Remy's Ratatouille.
Yes, I had
Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and the more we rode it, the more I liked it.
Yes,
I think that's.
It's definitely. I mean, it's different. There's a couple of rooms. It's like, not to spoil, but like there's a couple of rooms where some of the rooms that have bigger screens, it's a little bit more. You can kind of see what it is, but when they meld the set pieces together with the video stuff, was really cool. Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, it is. Oh, Laura, such regrets. That it's great because it's not aggressive. It's not like Rocket Roller Coaster. It's very smooth, but it's just it's so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. They did some really cool visual trickery that makes you feel totally discombobulated.
Yeah,
so that was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We did the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Which, oh my gosh. I want to go back. I want to do it again. It even rained for like an hour.
Yeah.
And so the parade didn't end up necessarily being as uncrowded as we thought.
Yeah,
like the end of the night, it was still crowded.
For the second, the first parade didn't happen, so everyone stayed for the second one.
We ate one good snack, which was, what was the good thing that we ate? Not the weird eye thing.
The apple
shake. Yeah, the apple pie shake.
The poison apple shake.
Poison apple pie shake was really good. The other specific thing that we had from the party was like, it was an empanada, I think.
Yeah, it was the thing over.
It was like a Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
But what was super weird was it then had like green like pesto-y sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the super weird part. On top of that, it had a molded sugar like eyeball, so it looked like a one-eye like Frankenstein shaped head. Sugar and like a pesto sauce and empanada dough is a really weird combination. I understood why they had to do like the sugar eye, but like it was so weird. It was so weird. And
we didn't try the weird corn thing.
No, we didn't try the weird corn thing. In case any of you,
did we post pictures of our costumes?
Yes, I did. Posted pictures, posted reels, all of it.
We were, she and I, we were Henry and Teddy Barra from Country Bears, and that was really fun because we ended up like running over to Country Bears, and we got into the last show, and as we were walking up, the guy that was running Country Bears was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
And he was like, he ran up to us and like got a picture with us. He
and then put us in the very front row. We were literally front and center. Here you go.
You're going to sit up here.
Yeah.
And so we sat in it was awesome. And then we actually got a message like later, like last week, like, oh, I was working in Frontierland and saw you guys. Like, your costumes were great. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah. For not having a whole lot of costume time, because the trip we ended up having to reschedule. Like, we were gonna do a cruise, then had to rethink our plans, but it was awesome, and the parade was awesome. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
I think so too.
Even though it was, I mean, it's pricey. Like, we paid $130 a person. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Space Mountain in pitch black
was terrifying.
Is terrifying. It, like, you could not see. It's not like, oh, Space Mountain, you it's dark, but you can't see. You can't see your hand in front of your face. And we were all screaming our faces off, and it was so much fun. Yeah, it was terrifying and fun and awesome. We met we're not really character people.
Well, and that was one thing with the party, the character lines are so long. Yeah. One, they're so long, and a bunch of them, they weren't out because it was raining.
Right. We were going to meet Jack and Sally, but we got there at like 4:30. The line was already 2 hours long, so we're like, whatever. But the kids, two of the kids were Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and so we ended up going to meet the Queen of Hearts, and that was awesome. Mm-hmm. She like flirted with Mary's boyfriend, and like it was great. It was great. Yes. I would do it again. What was not great? Here's our one tip. We waited for like an hour for a bus back to Pop Century after, and it was like we're never going home. That was terrible. Awful. That was awful.
One would come, and then it was like the little bus, and then you wait like 10-15 minutes, and then another one.
Yeah, so I would totally take a minivan or an Uber or something like that.
Yeah, I want to say we didn't get probably back to our hotel room until 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and we didn't even, like, the next morning we were supposed to go early to Hollywood Studios. We're like, whatever, we're just going to sleep until checkout. Yeah. But it was great. It really, it was overall great. So highly recommend the Halloween party.
Enchantment. And there's a little news bit to it that they added. They added a Walt and Roy bit at the beginning.
I know. I think Beth told everybody about that. I haven't watched the new bit. I will say I was very pleasantly surprised by Enchantment in person. I took some videos with my phone that I'm gonna put up. I'll put them up. I'll put at least one up as a reel in the next few days on our Instagram page, and maybe I'll put it up as a short too. I was totally prepared to hate it, and I didn't.
It was better.
So,
and here's
that for me is like a ringing endorsement.
If you go, here's the one recommendation that I would suggest. We watched it. We were like right outside the Starbucks on Main Street. And that's the place to see it because they've added all of the projection and stuff on Main Street. And the projections aren't like, oh, look, I'm watching like the show. They've designed them to work in your periphery. And so there was definitely a bunch of times where it was like something would happen on the castle and it would be like, boom. And then it would like cascade down and you could feel it kind of like come by you almost like visually. That part was really cool. I would watch it from Main Street again.
Yeah, where we stood and we had a good view. Lauren, one more. You say Space Mountain is scarier with the lights on. Mary's boyfriend is like as tall as Pete is, and he hasn't been to Disney World since he was like 9 or 10. And so we're on Space Mountain and he's sitting in front of me. And I keep seeing, he has very long arms. So I keep seeing him do this. I'm like, Brian, no! No, Brian, no! And then he puts his hands down. And then a couple of seconds later, he starts up, Brian, no!
He was so afraid he was going to whack his hand.
Yes. So, but yeah, Enchantment, we didn't end up seeing Harmonious. We realized after, like, oh, we never went to Epcot at night. So we never got to see, like, the new lights on the Epcot ball. But Enchantment, I was so excited in Enchantment. Like, I was so into it and, like, into the pleasant surprise that it was, that when Tinkerbell came down, I sent a message to my one Uber Disney fan teacher friend. I'm like, when did they add Tinkerbell? He's like, calm down. Calm down. She's always been there. Like, you have a little too much Disney spirit going on. So, but yeah, that was great.
We did Magic Band Plus. Mary had one.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, setting it up was a pain and a half. We had to wait for like we did like a good hour and a half of troubleshooting in Epcot
and they eventually just gave her a new one.
Right, they did. They gave her a new one, so it was a problem with the band. I mean, it was cool to wave it at the statues. It'll be cool when she goes back, because they're planning a trip next summer to like do the bounty hunter thing. I think it's enough if one person has one. Like, as we talked about a few weeks ago, whether or not we'd all get Magic Band Pluses.
Yeah, because you could definitely, there was like a couple people would line up and stuff, but like you get like the little, like she wanted to see all of the different statues and stuff, and so like you. And it would tell
you like when there was something to be done, it would like vibrate. So all of a sudden she'd like put her arm out and like start walking off. She's like, "Up, I'm vibrating again," and she'd just like go. So that was cool. I mean, I think it's a neat addition, and I'm excited to see what they do with it.
We did Genie Plus one day.
Yeah, Genie Plus. Okay, so we decided to do it for our combination Hollywood Studios Magic Kingdom Day. We are really, really good at FastPass, and like we know our way around the parks. I was surprised at the Genie Plus. I would have done scheduling differently had I known that you could only use it once per ride per day. I didn't know that, and so I burned it on Toy Story Mania like way too early when the line was like nothing. So I wish that you could just like whatever. I'm paying the money.
Right. If you want
however many, I want to go on Toy Story Mania again. So I didn't like that. I don't know if I would get it again, but we also do the parks kind of funky, so it might be worth it for like a day. I would say pick a day. That's what I would say. I wouldn't automatically go in on it for like my entire vacation. What about you?
That same thing. Like, it's expensive. It's expensive, and I think in the end we only used it that one day. And even we would kind of look at the times as we were going throughout the day, and it just like you said, especially only being able to use each ride once.
Right.
I could see it more being if there's one of the pay ones that you want to go on that you can buy. Yeah.
And I think as the one who like did the pass getting, like me and Aiden were the ones who did the pass getting. Like the actual system to get the passes is not as user friendly as FastPass was. Like you used to be able to walk back fast passes really, really easily and modify them. I think they added a modify. No,
for park reservations.
I'm lying. They added a modify feature. Don't even listen to me. I know nothing of what I'm talking about. So, yeah. I mean, if it was super crowded, I might get it again. But we're pretty good at zigging when people are zagging. So.
Last thing for the trip.
Yes.
Was kind of encapsulating.
Oh, we have two more things for the trip.
Our ability to park hop.
Oh, yeah.
Coupled with the fact that we did go to Space 220.
Yes.
Can kind of be captured in one magical hour, shall we say, for our trip.
And us yelling at the children, run!
And we have a
run! Did I put it on Instagram?
I don't know. But, like, Mary, again, we said...
Hey, Abby, how are you?
Mary and Aiden both went, and then they brought their significant others. And... Mary's boyfriend is very, like, just whatever. He just goes along for the ride.
Right.
I don't think Aiden's girlfriend quite knew what she was getting into at first, but went along for the ride as well.
They both knew us. Like, I taught them both. They've both done theater with me. So they know, like, kind of what they're getting into me. With my general intensity. You should all know. I'm a pretty intense person. Whatever. I own it. Like, I fully understand what it's like to be confronted with this.
We left the Magic Kingdom at 3:30.
Yeah.
And we were planning on going to... We had gotten the lightning lane, pay lightning lane. Right. Because we wanted to ride that one more time.
For Cosmic Rewind.
And we were going to go do the Food and Wine Festival. While we're on the monorail.
Yeah, literally. Because I have been looking all week for reservations.
Holds her phone and goes, we're not going to be able to go do Food and Wine because she got a reservation for us to go to Space 220.
Yeah. Which was awesome.
For like 4:25. Now, it's important that I'm telling you the timestamps here. The 4:25 was the reservation, and I think
we got out at
Cosmic
6.
Cosmic Rewind was like we had it until like
6:25 because we got out of Space 220 at 6. And
Space
220 was amazing. I don't know if I would go back a lot. I would go back like when I could.
If you're looking for something to do as like a really nice, fancy, special meal while you're there.
Yeah.
It's definitely like the food is fantastic, the service is fantastic, the atmosphere is really cool.
Yeah, the desserts are awesome. Yeah. The drinks are really cool.
Yeah, they do all this like weird like it's space stuff. So they do some really really fun stuff.
Like we all cleaned our plates. Yeah. It was like that, and I don't usually finish all my food. So
amazing.
Awesome. Impeccable service, like just great.
And the
shuttle, I'll put that up. I'll put that up as a
and
short
so our server was like,
it's just awesome.
And she had asked like, oh, have you gone Cosmic Rewind? We said, oh yeah, we're going in a little bit.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, if you run out of time, just take your receipt and you'll be able to get on. We said, okay. And we ended up like just getting in under time. While we were in line for Cosmic Rewind, we said, well, we'd really like to try to see
full day in the
Pandora
at
night.
Right, because Brian had never seen it. And Cassidy, for that matter.
And Animal Kingdom closed at 8 o'clock.
It was, you might remember, me reminding Pete that we got out of Space 220 at 6 o'clock.
From the time I think we left Cosmic Rewind at like 6:30.
Yes.
We were like, all right, we've got to make this a challenge now. Can we ride?
Why not?
Can we ride Everest, Dinosaur, and Flight of Passage before the park closes?
Can we get to Animal Kingdom and do it?
We started running. We ran luckily, like, we ran to the bus, and it, like, pulled up as we were there. So we're like,
so
cool.
that we took that as a sign that the universe was saying, go, my children. Go, yes. This is your mission.
And Aiden's like dragging his girlfriend along, and we
were dragging. We walked like 8 miles a day. Like 8 miles, and we just do morning coffee. We don't even do afternoon coffee. We were like flying on like Disney
and
Magic.
We were like, all right, this is what time we need to get there. All right, how long is it gonna take?
Yeah.
So we go. We literally run over to Everest.
Yes.
And the line was like
literally me. Okay, people. I'm 44 years old. There was a time in my life when I could run like 12-minute miles for a marathon, like years ago. This is not that time. So, like, they're like, okay, so then he got stopped, right? You got stopped at security because our bags kept getting searched because we would carry all our umbrellas with us. And
I said, go, I will catch up.
Go. So it was like me and Aiden and Kat. We just went. And I'm like, all right, guys, I'll just be steady. Slow and steady, here we go.
And I can see them, and they're like,
and for those of you who don't know, it's literally, here's the entrance. Everest is all the way in this corner of the park. Dinosaur is down here. And then Pandora is literally on the other side of the park.
So we get to Everest.
Yeah.
It's like a walk on. So that was like, check. Cool.
Yeah.
We get off at like 7:15, 7:20. We're like, all right, if we can get over to Dinosaur and get through there by like 7:45.
Yep. We can do it.
We're golden because all we gotta do is get in line.
Do it.
And we were like, we got in, we got through. There was like no line for Dinosaur. We get in, we're sitting there, we go through, and
we almost tried. We tried to skip the pre-show and just get right into the ride line because I mean we've all seen the pre-show. And Mary's like, "Can we?" And the woman like, "No," like clonk.
So we get inside, we ride the ride. We're looking at like minutes are clicking.
DC, hi, how are you?
All of a sudden, we pull in to get out.
No, it took a while to get on the ride. Like there was something with the loading and
we were getting close.
Yeah.
It was now like
7:47.
Yep. We're like, we've got to get off the ride now. We've got to go. Literally the car in front of us. Not one, but 2 Gam-Gams.
So all of a sudden we pull into the loading zone and we all look to the left and we see that there's people waiting. And we see a Gam-Gam slowly rise. And Ada just goes, crap. And we're all like, looking at our watches. We're like, oh my gosh, because we literally had minutes to spare. So they get off, they get on the ride, they sit down. One needs help with her seatbelt, like.
So bottom line is, finally got off the ride, and it was literally like 7:53, 7:54.
Right. The best part was we start booking out, because for those of you who don't know, it empties out into a gift shop. And so the kids go. We're like, kids, go.
We'll just go. We're
go.
not going to make it.
We're
not going to make it. Just go.
The one lady's like, I hope you guys get where we're going. And I yelled back, and those dinosaur fans will know. I said, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. And we go. We go.
So they start running. The four of them, the four kids running, and we're just like, we're like, and every so often we'd look and we'd be like, maybe we can, and we'd run.
I'd have like
we'd
a
run
burst.
for like 20 seconds, and then we're like, no, we can't do it. And then we'd run for another 20. Well, then we get to like the entrance of Pandora, and we see that Aiden and his girlfriend have stopped. They've given up, and we're like, well. And we're looking at her, and it's like 7:59, and we're like, well, let's go see at least if
we realized that we could like walk around,
yeah.
and we're like,
we'll just
okay,
wait for him.
Brian and Mary might have made it. So because Aiden and Cassie are like, we can't anymore. So we're all like kind of walking, kind of like going a little bit. All of a sudden, Pete's phone
my watch.
Yeah.
You have to come now. They're letting us on, and it's like 8:03. We're like,
yeah.
I'm like, come on!
Go! Like the triumphant music starts. So what happened was Mary and Brian got to the line, and Brian tells the story and like begs them, like, please, and they let us on. Yeah. They let us on.
He may have told them that we had a lightning lane. He may have stretched the truth a bit. And said something that because he didn't quite understand. We have freaking auto. I think we have a lightning lane.
But it was awesome.
And
it
the guy's
was
like,
awesome.
He's like, scan it in, and it turned blue. He's like, go.
Yeah,
go. We got a mission for you. Go.
So it was awesome. We felt like we had accomplished something.
Oh, it was so, and we have this awesome picture of like it's me and her and Mary and Brian are like. On the ride, smiling.
In the ride, yeah.
Aiden's looking at the camera like, what the heck's going on? And Aiden's girlfriend's like...
Yeah, she's like,
what the heck?
So much running.
Yeah.
So, it was great. It was such, like, it was an amazing trip because normally, like, when you're just around each other so much over the course of a Disney trip... At some point, Aiden must be home. But but it was like the kids never wanted to go off by themselves. No. It was such a good trip. It was such a good trip, such a good trip, such a good trip. Our next thing, Beth, we're not going back to the parks, people. We're going on a boat. And so details for that are coming. So excited. So, all right. So that was our adventure.
Couple quick hit Disney things. They're bringing back the Tusker House buffet.
With
breakfast
Donald?
with Donald now,
Oh,
and I thought
because
that's one of our like the meal things that we really liked. I think.
Yeah, I didn't like that the lady yelled at me when I tried to like get out my autograph book. He's not signing. Okay, I'm okay, fine.
But that's if you want to see character, like that was our big thing especially when the kids were littler, like the characters.
Yeah.
At especially at the breakfast ones because the breakfast ones tend to be cheaper.
Yeah.
And that was always good. So we liked the Tusker House one a lot. And it was like Donald and I think Goofy and
I don't know. I remember Donald.
I remember Donald and I think Goofy and maybe Chip and Dale. Yeah. But yeah, so they're bringing that back. So you can do characters and that
which
stuff.
is great. I will also say that having gone a few times over the past couple of years, it was like it felt everything was back. There were a couple of spots where, like in the Festival of the Lion King, you could see where there it might benefit from a few more people. But generally that was like the only real thing that I noticed. So anyway.
Did you see the
dogs?
Did you see?
My goodness.
Did you see the Vera Wang Mickey Mouse ears?
Are they expensive?
They're like $600.
Oh, yeah.
There's like they're like bedazzled like Vera Wang.
No. I will take my $40 Loungefly ears. Thank you very much.
The director of WandaVision is going to be the director for Fantastic Four. I always throw these Marvel. But that means you liked WandaVision, so
I did, but I don't. Okay, no, that's great. I will reiterate that our current obsession is What We Do in the Shadows, and it's directed by the guy who did Guardians.
Waititi, yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah.
So anyway.
The H2O company that makes the Disney soaps is going out of business.
Okay, people.
So no H2O soap anymore. Like, even like the pumper thing.
Which means we all know that the lady with the candle company now has a new goal in life, okay? That's the first thing I said was, my gosh, I have to figure out
Here's a question for you. How many of you folks are like us and have a bucket of H2O soaps in your bathroom?
Uh-huh.
We have a bucket of various soaps, shampoos, and lotions.
I bring a lotion into school, and when things get a little crazy, I'll just, So, there you go. Yes, Hocus Pocus. I think we're down to 26 days September for Hocus Pocus 2. Pepper, it's Aiden. Aiden's home. Pepper, or Aiden, would you come hug the dog? He's like, Mom, hug the dog.
The voice of Sunny Eclipse passed away. The guy, yeah. I mean, he was like in his 80s, but so.
New York. That is Mary's favorite.
I think
she was
I think we
girl.
told that story before, but I'll tell it again. Like that was one of the things where we when we took her, I think before Aiden was along.
Oh yeah, it was when Aiden was in my belly.
And we spent like an hour and a half just sitting there, and she just like was enthralled by Sunny Eclipse.
By Sunny Eclipse.
He'd sing a song, he'd be done.
She'd put down her food very carefully, and she would applaud, and then she'd start eating again.
Yep, and
so,
it was like it was like, and it was
one of my favorite little baby Mary memories.
For anybody that's going soon or going around in January, the Skyliner's actually going to be closed.
I saw
for
that.
Like a couple of weeks.
We had great fun. We love the Skyliner. It's why we stay at Pop Century. I hate taking the buses. I feel like it's wasted time.
Skyliner's the best
drives me insane. And so we had great fun figuring out our escape strategy. Yeah, that was
our time killer while we were traveling in the Skyliner was, all right, if this breaks down and we have to get out, how do we get out?
Right, lots of tactical rolls.
Can we tactical roll from this height? Would we be able to jump to the tower?
And human chains.
Yeah, could we human chain, or will we have to, like, what is it called, like gorilla hug?
Right.
Like, could you gorilla hug one of the towers and just shimmy down?
Right. You all need to party with us. I mean.
Places where there was some levels of water, was the water deep enough that we could jump and it would break or fall?
Yep.
Yeah, all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Would we shimmy across the wires and get to the nearest tower?
So
one problem is that the door only faces out, so you can't like jump to the tower.
That was a big consideration. Although Aiden was sure that he'd be able to run and make it, so I don't know. But all right, well, go ahead with the Skyliner rehab.
Epcot 40's coming up.
Yay!
We were talking Epcot.
I am this, by the way. This man.
My shirt.
Walked. Oh yeah, you got that too. So we're in the main Epcot gift shop, and I see this pattern on a tumbler, and I pick it up, and I'm like, Pete, this is like made for you. Lisa, hi, how are you? Welcome in. And I see Pete's eyes go, oh, because behind the tumblers were the bucket hats. And so there you go. Yeah. So yeah, he got that one from Epcot. And
I had to I explained to one of the Food and Wine cast members what this was. He was like some college kid. He's like, what is that shirt? I had to explain it to him. It's communicative.
I know, these kids today. All right, well, Epcot 40, I'm sure there will be pins that I'll be able to collect for you.
Yeah, because I think they revealed some at the pin event, at the One Family pin event.
Yeah.
There was like some of those. So.
Yeah, I'm still working on getting your 35 collection together, so.
And then they announced Dumbo is the next Mickey's main attraction.
I know, and I'm torn because I've been getting them. I didn't get the carousel one, and I don't like the Dumbo one. I don't know if I got the Peter Pan one. I might.
I think you did. I think you got the.
So now I'm stuck because I have the collection up through August. My dilemma. So anyway,
tough life.
I know, tough tacos. I don't know how I do it.
Well, that's all I got.
Well, then why don't we do this? We have pins and a half. Yeah. So we have pins and a half
by the way,
to open. Oh, we did. One of us, Aiden got Galactic Hero. Oh, Lisa, congratulations to your son. That's very exciting. So, yeah, thank you to both of them. All right. So, why don't we do this? You clothe the naked boy. I'm going to show you all the outfit of the week. Ready? Turn your head.
Away?
Yes.
Okay. Unclothing.
I'm really excited for this one. Okay, so there you go. While you are doing that, I'm going to grab a stack of these pins over here. We have so many pins. So not only do we have the Alice in Wonderland, I know, the Alice in Wonderland cup, but Pete dug out some of these poster pins that we've been sitting on. So it is, let's do this. Boom. I figured out the focus again, people.
No.
Look at me. So it's the movie poster pins. Pardon my nails. My nails, I did them on Monday.
I figured out on that one I need Aristocats.
Oh,
okay. I need 101 Dalmatians.
It's like all like the old school movies.
I need 101 Dalmatians.
We do?
Yep.
Are you sure we need 101 Dalmatians?
I've got the thing here.
Oh. Okay. Naked Boy fit. Aristocats, baby.
Nice.
Yes.
Because
all right, let me
skirt.
show
you all. He's got a skirt.
I know. He's sassy, and it says fierce. All right, so we need Aristocats. Boom. Here, I'll line them all up and show them to you all at once. What else?
Because I've got I'm collecting the.
What do you need?
What I need Pinocchio.
Okay, so Pinocchio still.
I need Pinocchio. I need 101
Dalmatians. I don't know why
and I need a Dumbo.
Why are there two in here? Are there?
No.
Did I?
There's not usually two. There's there two in that box?
Yes.
Free pin.
Woo! That's weird. All right. Okay, well, what do we have? We have Robin Hood. So that's a dupe, and I know that because
this is a skirt and a crop top.
Yes,
oh, this is fantastic.
Yes, it is. I know. Our boys got to look good. Oh, it's two Robin Hoods. So there you go. So now we have two Robin Hoods.
And this one was a Robin Hood too, the one that I impromptu opened. I was
okay.
Excited, so.
Okay. All of a sudden you throw some pins in front of the man, and he gets to pinning. I think my favorite part of the Naked Boy outfit of the week, the OOTW, is the head wrap. I am not a headband kind of girl, but I can appreciate stinking Jungle Book. I can appreciate a good head wrap. So I wish I was more of a headband kind of a girl. Look at you. You got to put something behind her.
No.
Back her up. Back her up. Back her up. There she is.
Oh.
There she is. Oh, he. I'm misgendering him. All right. Lady and the Tramp? No, we have Lady and the Tramp. And it says
fierce on it.
I know it does.
Fierce. Love it. I love it. And the pink shoes. Oh, this is awesome.
Well, this is going miserably all over here. So far, I'm just... DC, here's what I'll say right now. There are outfits available on Shop Disney, and it's 40% off. So I am also trying to not buy a ton of outfits. Another Lady and the Tramp. This is dreadful. There's nothing good about this.
This is my Lauren from Castles, Capes, and Clones inspired 0 to 60.
Mm-hmm.
All of the movie posters and VHS.
Well, you're going to be able to add one. Peter Pan?
Yep, got that one.
You have it? Oh,
yep.
Dang it. All right, well, that was
all I've got
big
to add is Aristocats.
Yes. And we have
By the way, we won trivia on our trip.
We did. When?
Remember when we were at the 50s Primetime Cafe? We went to 50s Primetime Cafe.
When did we win trivia?
And we were competing with the table that was next to us. And
I do remember.
This is homework for all of you guys. Can you come up with 25 Disney animated films, both Disney and Pixar, that are single word only titles?
Yeah. It was a great trivia thing. Lisa,
without
send
Googling.
Me your
We did it without Googling. We came up with all 25.
Address. I will send you a lady. All right. I'll send you the lady, one of the lady posters, because so she's yours.
All right, next.
All right. Next, we have our Alice in Wonderland pins. So, that is... Cover your face. Cover your face. There we go. That is what we are looking at so far. These pins, I show them close up in our video
because
from
we know
Monday.
what we're looking for. I'm looking at the shape. I know it's not the right shape.
Okay, that's okay. These pins are gorgeous. These pins are amazing. So, like, they're as good. I said it in the video. They are as good as the map pins that we were all going nuts over. They're so amazing. And now we have 2 Evil Queen dupes. Well, I know first dibs on all of our Alice dupes always goes to the boys, Ryan and Derek from Spill the Mad Tea Party. This is a spinner too.
It's a spinner?
It's a spinner. Shut up. Shut up. So there's a slider and a spinner and a puzzle. This set
I'll open this. This is
nuts. Yeah, because whatever dupe it is, we'll send it to them. Okay, so they get 3 of the pieces. And then we have another Evil Queen. If any of you need the Evil Queen, I'm going to arrange this and show you all. This set is insane. Insane. All right, so let me show you. Let me show you what we have wrought. Look at this. Okay, it'll darken up in a second. So just there we go. Look at that. Look at that set. This is, I have a bunch of like smaller Alice pins, but I don't have a good centerpiece for the Alice section of my big board. Oh, this is a good centerpiece for the Alice section of my pin board. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Last but not least, we did this today. And so this is another gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous set. I'll show you where we're at so far. This is the Tangled puzzle set. And again, this is another one where it makes like a really, really nice centerpiece. And the purple is like crazy. It's such a good purple. It's like a magenta-y plum. And I'm just here for it. So we need Pascal, and we got another Flynn. All right, that's okay. I mean, that Alice set. All right. I mean, worst case, what's good about this puzzle set? I can just put something else in, and you know, nobody needs to know. Have we all seen Scamilton? So if you haven't, another one where it's like one of the lanterns.
Wait, did you just propose that when you put that on the board, just put dupes?
Well, okay. I could put another lantern. Like, we could put a lantern here and then move these over and put another lantern here, and it'll look just fine. I'd like the Pascal. Let's see what you get. Solve my problem and pull a Pascal. Yep, throw your box. Throw your box. And pull a Pascal. No! Oh, Mother Gothels. Well, now we have 2 Mother Gothels. Mother Gothels is Mother's Gothel?
Mother's Gothel.
Mother's Gothel? No, I think it would be Mother Gothels. Oh, and another lantern.
Son of a nutcracker.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange this thing so that the lanterns are on either side is what I'm going to do. And it's going to look just fine. And then I'm going to try and find a Pascal, and we are going to go on our merry way. So, yeah, see? You tell him. Tell the man this looks fine, all right? So here's what our puzzle is going to look like. See? I mean, well, ignore the fact that I can't put a pie together. But that looks just fine with the little... There we go. I'm still calling that a success because that Alice puzzle is everything. Everything and then some.
That is...
That was a lot of pins. That was like Christmas morning of pins right there. Oh my goodness. Sweeney Todd, can you imagine what they would do with Sweeney Todd? Oh my gosh. Okay. Crazy. So, anyway. All right, well, I think that we've laughed, we've cried, we've thoroughly trashed our surroundings. You know, that's a success in my book.
I think so. Got through all our news, got through our trip update.
So we
We've
are
teased
now
the solo
back.
PPP for 2 weeks
Solo
from now.
PPP 2 weeks from now.
I gotta start prepping.
Yeah, next week to practice. Here's what I'll do: is I will let you do all of the setup.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we'll teach. I'll show you everything, and then we'll break everything down, and then oh, it's gonna be great. So anyway, you don't need to hear the tech talk part of things. So thank you so much to everybody for joining us. We have missed you all these past few weeks. It's good to be back. So tune in for more unboxings. Leave us a little like before you leave. Thank you for liking. Thank you for all your comments in the discussion. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And with that,
we invite you to set your imaginations free.